Hello friends, now this is the 9th lecture of friendship by Francis Bacon. We have seen the first fruit of friendship as the discharge of the swellings and fullness and swellings of the heart, or communicating something to do with your feelings and your affection. Then the second one is about understanding, intelligence, your intellect, your understanding, things, making things clear. So neither is this second fruit of friendship in opening the understanding restrained only to such friends as are able to give a man counsel. So don't think that you need to limit this second fruit of friendship only to those people who can give you reasonable advice. A person may not be in a position to give advice, reasonable advice, but even then, other people also we can talk. Such people you should talk. They indeed are the best. Who? Those people who can help you with good advice. They are the best. But even without that, a man learneth of himself and bringeth his own thoughts to light, and whetteth his wits against a stone which himself cutteth not. So here is there are two kinds of people to whom you can go for advice. Counsel means advice. One is guidance, for example, guidance. One is those people who can give you very good advice. That is the best. But even without that, see, a man learneth of himself and bringeth his own thoughts to light, and whetteth, sharpens his wits. So he learns himself and he brings his own thoughts to light. That means clarifies his own thoughts. Like whetteth means sharpens his knife against the stone. To even a person, you can go to a person. The preferable thing is you go to a person for advice who has some sense. You can go to people who have no sense also, even people who misguide you also, and learn and bring and clarify yourself, just like you sharpen a knife with the help of a stone. The stone does not cut the knife. But what happens? The knife gets sharpened. The knife gets sharpened. Just like that, if you go to a person who cannot give you good advice, who cannot give you guidance, who may even mislead, but even then when you talk to him, when you go for advice, you stand at an advantage. It is like sharpening a knife against a stone. Stone doesn't cut or harm the knife, but the knife gets sharpened. Exactly like that. The best way is, of course, go to a friend who has some sense. But even those people who have no sense, say like stone, still you can talk to them and ask for advice. By doing that, you learn more about yourself and you clarify your own thoughts. Listen. 741 in a word, a man were better relate means speak himself to a statue or a picture than to suffer his thoughts to pass in smother. Smother means suppress. It is far better to go to a statue and talk, or a picture and talk, rather than suppressing your thoughts. So how important is consulting a person? And to make this second fruit of friendship complete, that other point which lieth more open and falleth within vulgar observation. Vulgar observation means popular observation, ordinary observation, which is faithful counsel from a friend. So he says, and now, And now to make this second fruit of friendship complete, that other point which lies more open and falleth within vulgar observation. That is, instead of going to philosophical ideas, even ordinary people know what is to enjoy the second fruit of friendship, and that is faithful counsel from my friends. So we have seen that you can take counsel from a person who can guide you. You can take counsel from persons who don't know anything about you or unable to guide you. And that will be like sharpening a knife against a stone. And then now we see that the best way to enjoy this fruit is go to a friend, a faithful friend, and receive faithful counsel from him. It's true, a person who has got, who is able. Suppose you want a counsel, if you are a student, you want a counsel, then you go to a teacher. That will be much better. That's what he says. Heraclitus says well in one of his enigmas, dry light is ever the best. Enigma means obscure statement, difficult to understand. That's enigma. Heraclitus, the Greek philosopher who says he is considered to be the obscure. He makes statements which are very difficult to understand. So he is the one who said, he is the philosopher of change. He says you cannot even have a second time you cannot take a bath in the same river, because by the time you enter the river second time, the river will have changed. So change is the only thing that will not change. That's what philosopher Heraclitus said. Is considered to be a person, a philosopher who made dry statements. Dry means, or enigmas, means difficult to understand. And what did he say? Dry light is ever the best. Dry light means pure light. Pure light is ever the best. That means you should go to a friend for enlightening you, who will not in any way be biased or who won't flatter you. If you go to a friend like one who flatters you, he will be telling you lies. He may take you in the wrong direction. So dry light is the best, means pure counseling. Pure guidance is the best, without being influenced by anything. The one who gives counsel should not be influenced by anything, should not be influenced by your affections, should not be influenced by the bribes that you give. That is the point. And then he says, and certain it is that the light that a man receiveth by counsel from another is drier and purer than that which cometh from his own understanding. That's the point. So pure and drier means if somebody tells you or gives you an opinion about you, that will be far better than the opinion that you hold about you. Because you will always think that this is good. Instead of that, what you should know, you should ask a friend, what do you think of me? Or what do you think of this? That's the point. And certain it is definite, it is sure that the light a man receiveth. Light means here the opinion, the guidance, the counsel that a man receiveth by counsel from another is drier and pure. Drier and pure means pure, absolutely pure, not influenced by anything, not biased, not prejudiced, than that which cometh from his own understanding. And judgment, which is ever infused and drenched. Infused and drenched means filled with, soaked with in his affections and customs. So if I make a judgment about anything, that will be influenced by my culture, my custom, and also the way I look at it. But if I ask my friend to speak about that, his will be impartial. So your judgment will always be partial, not be impartial. See, but the judgment given to you by your friend will be impartial. Because he does not, your views or your judgment will be infused and drenched in your affections and customs. See that? See, for example, if you say, you go to a friend and ask, so you want to have an intercaste marriage. And you think that it is perfect because it's a rebellion against the society. I am going to become a revolutionary. People will say that, oh, he has done something wonderful. So your judgment is there. You go to your friend. Your judgment is biased by this. Your views. That, people will, the press will come and take photographs. Then you will find a 4-column news and things like that. But you ask your friend, and he will say, intercaste marriage is good, but your future generations may have problems. That is cultural. See, your culture and the culture of the other person may not be the same. There could be, he will say, there could be problems. Then you will start rethinking. Understand? So your judgment will always be influenced by your customs, your culture, the way you look at your parents and so on. But the drier and purer light, counsel or advice should come from another person. If that is your friend, that will be the best. So as there is as much difference between the counsel that a friend giveth and that a man giveth himself, as that between the counsels of a friend and of a flatterer. So your views about what, your judgment about a thing, it will be like the judgment of a flatterer, because you are the best flatterer of yourself. But the other will be, the judgment given to you by your friend will be totally different. It will be pure. So sentence 44, once again we will see 45. So as there is as much difference between the counsel that a friend giveth, your counsel, your judgment and the friend's judgment, that is the comparison. Your judgment will be like the judgment of a flatterer. If you guide yourself, that will be, because who is the best flatterer in the world? Yourself. You are your own trumpet, so to say. Isn't it? You will proclaim all the good things about you. But that may not be the right views. The right views is that, as he says, there is as much difference between the counsel that a friend giveth, that a man giveth himself, and that between the counsel of a friend and of a flatterer. Who is a friend here? Your friend. Who is the flatterer? Yourself. So your judgment will be that of a flatterer. And 46, for there is no such flatterer as is the man's self. The best flatterer is yourself. And there is no such remedy against flattery of a man's self as the liberty of a friend. So if you flatter yourself, your friend will have a liberty on you. So a close relationship is, hey, what do you think? If I say I am Shakespeare, then my friend will say, what nonsense you are saying. You don't even go 1,000 miles near Shakespeare. So that is the reality. Listen. So for the second fruit of friendship, to enjoy it fully, you should go to somebody who has got the capacity for advising you. You can also go to other people who have no capacity for advising you, and that will be like sharpening a knife against a stone, because the stone will not harm the knife. Knife means your mind and your judgments. Understand? So he says, whatever it is better to at least talk to a statue or a picture rather than suppressing your thoughts. And then he said, to make the second fruit of friendship complete, what you should do is that you should talk to a faithful friend take counsel from a faithful friend. So he supports this with the quotation from Heraclitus, the philosopher, who has made difficult statements or obscure statements like dry light is ever the best. That means an opinion, a pure opinion, not influenced by your biases or prejudices or cultural preferences, but pure opinion. For that he says, the person who gives, then he compares two judgments. One is your own judgment and the other is the judgment of your friend. The judgment of your friend definitely will be pure. It is pure light. It is drier and purer. But your judgment will be like the judgment of a flatterer, because you are the best flatterer of yourself. The remedy for this is the liberty of your friend. If you flatter yourself, if you go wrong, the friend has got the liberty, or he is so close and intimate with you, and he can correct you. So that is about the second fruit of friendship. In simple language, if you say sentence 40 to 46, 6 sentences, what he says is that you should always talk to a friend for counsel. If he is a good one, it is good, much better. If he does not know anything, it doesn't matter. It will be like you whetting or sharpening your thoughts with it will be like sharpening a knife against a stone. Still you will learn something. Your ideas will become bright. Even if you go and talk, even if your friend is an idiot, it doesn't matter. That's what he says. And then he says, whatever it is better to tell somebody about what you think. Even if it could be, if there are no human beings, you can talk to a statue or a picture. At least that much you do. Never suppress your thoughts. And to make the second fruit of friendship complete, and what you should do is, even in the popular observation, the people outside will tell you that you take counsel from your faithful friend. Because if you have your own counsel or judgment, that will be the judgment of a flatterer, because you are the best flatterer of yourself. And if you get the advice from a faithful friend, a true friend, that will be like a drier and purer light. That means it will be impartial, totally impartial. So if you flatter yourself, then what happens is, his liberty, he can make use of his liberty, take advantage of that, and then correct you. So it's always better to have a friend and then always talk to him. Take counsel from a friend, especially if you want to enjoy the second fruit of friendship in its fullest form. Then you take the counsel from your faithful friend. If you have a faithful friend, your life will be a grand success. No friend, no life. Bye.